Hello and welcome to Art, Creativity, and Well-Being. This is the show where we are always working to support you and giving yourself as much love and care as you're accustomed to giving to others. And we're doing that today very quickly. I'm Kay Lockcope. I am a coach, I'm a creator, I'm a facilitator, I am a thru hiker who used to need a wheelchair, and I'm challenging myself today to bring you an episode. I've already recorded this once or tried to, and I did not have success. I didn't love the episode. Um, and I have a short amount of time to do this today. So if you hear this, I guess we'll know that it was successful. Um, because the message is really a quick message. And just to take you into what we're doing here today. It is the month of April version of the game, Days of Creation 2026, where I took 12 days in January and I felt like the day was also a corresponding month. So the 4th of January was April 2026. And I've been looking over my notes and I've been um, just reflecting. And I decided to give it a little time because it was, I would say, the month of April. And when I look at this, it's so interesting how the notes correspond to this. It was a blur. It was just a total blur of presence and happenings and travel and enjoyment and heartbreak and everything, right? And that's kind of how that day felt back in January, the 4th of January. So what I wanted to do instead of sort of taking you into all that was to just the way I've been thinking about it is I sat with the stuff and then I did the thing. And I noticed feelings of boredom, feelings of frustration, feelings of impatience. And I just was able to kind of sit with it all and feel okay about not knowing, you know, outcomes or anything like that, and instead just to be comfortable being uncomfortable, I guess. Like I tried to give myself grace and understanding, and I found a variety of ways to do that, including walking and being outside and other things. And I think what is settling out for me. I was asked a really interesting question in a group that I belong to. This group called the Sanctuary. It used to be the Global Coach Community, and we've changed our name to the Sanctuary. And one of our number gave a, a gift to all of us. We take turns on Tuesdays giving each other gifts, and this members was a question, and the questions, well, series of questions. They were about creation, and it took me into remembering when I was about 6 or 7. Um, Something that I remember vividly doing was we were camping and I made a little fire ring alongside the big fire ring and I built a fire in it. And my brother did it too. He had his own. And we just sat there with our fires. I just sat there tending my fire and he was tending his and the big one was going. And it was just a lovely feeling of creation. And I've been thinking about that and how, as a younger person, all the way up, I would say into my 20s, um, well into my 20s, perhaps even all the way through my 20s, I felt that sense of being able to create and create my life. And the thing I most want to bring to you today, and this is what feels like the learning from April has been too, that when I am in a space of really truly creating or living how I would like to live, there is a strength in myself, an empowerment feeling in myself, and there's also a feeling of being in community that loves me and that I love. Not people that want me to do things their way, but people that just are enjoying creating and thrilled to see me do it my way. And the reverse of that is true as well. I'm thrilled to see them do things their way. So that's been the learning. Basically, that's been the learning. And I wanted to bring that to you today with a sort of final piece that what's felt like the underpinnings of it all is trust. Um, Trusting myself, trusting my environment, trusting the people I'm around, because I know that I'm okay. And how wonderful it is to just be in spaces either by myself or with others that are where there is that trust. And I wondered for you if you have that. And if you're in community, my wish for you is that you're in community with people who really see you, your real self. You see them, and there's just a lovely mutuality of company and delight. And it's not about never having hard things happen, but it's about what do we do when those hard things happen? How do we take steps forward? And for example, the community that I founded and am the runner of to this day is called Dreamers and Doers. And in this group, over the last 6 months, 4 months, 5 months, one of our number has had a baby and brought that about for herself so beautifully. That was a real choiceful thing for her. Another one has lost her husband. And it's been so inspiring to see her um, receiving support, offering experiences, within this group and feeling all of us feeling loved and held. And so my wish for you is that there's a space like that for you. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I hope this finds you well, and I'm sending you lots of love. And I will see you next week for another of our roundtable with the Rebels for Peace. It's Devlin Chestang is coming up next. You're gonna love hearing from him. And I'll see you next week for next month. Well, yeah, in early June for the next version of the Days of Creation, which was about May. So lots of love to you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.